leave. It sounds fucked up, but nigga, that's me. I hated how my mama just took off. I guess she was mad the way that she got shook off from dad. Grandma did the best she could, yes man, but I still did it hand to hand. I still sold packs and grams, and I still lived off the land, trying to stack some grams, and I still try to be something that I'm not. The other dude right there, that's it. You know the next man. Why not the best man? Let me know. Is life a test, man? Yes, it is. I'm just asking before I die. Can somebody tell me who I am? Goddamn. Is my pops Paul or Sam? Or the cat that be picking up cans? Or that dude that you used to... Seen the nail, mom. That nigga in Clinton? Am I from Harlem or Brooklyn? I don't know. Spring Valley or Charleston? I don't know. A few cats have been where I've been, so I know y'all understand where I'm at with it. Anybody that ever been through anything in their life? Just vibe with me. It's all a struggle. We can overcome anything. Persistence overcomes resistance in every aspect of life. Rock with me, understand. Now I'm in the scheme of things, the Benz, the Bentley, coupes, the beam of things, the coke, the dope, the triple beam and things. I'm getting money. You know the dream of things. Man, I thought I was a shit, had a Benz, but I lived in my nana's basement. Here's the question: how can a young nigga be so old? How can a hot nigga get so cold? How can an old nigga be so dumb? How can a smart nigga be so dumb? How can a cool nigga be such a nerd with no be a bird? How come getting what I deserve is so unheard and so absurd? Am I still here? So many niggas is gone, I was born my year. Scoot up writing this rhyme, I had to shed a tear, cause I've been waiting so long to say this shit here. Yeah. Y'all know where I'm at. That's just how it was. I smile now, but I smile to stop from crying. Yeah. Yeah. Too big. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this personal now.
Gang, gang. Gang, bang. Pull up and bang, bang.
It's been a lot of talk about my walk in New York. Boy, I stay in my bag, I don't know what they thought. Plus the lane that I heard is really getting absurd. All the rumors and the slanders, niggas really got nerve. I helped a lot of cause just to watch them betray me. They want it all but not the work, bunch of Johnny come lately. Till you go upside the head with the stick all crazy. Let the scars be a reminder of the day that you played me. I just wanna ball and live, do some music, raise my kids, get some bread, get some chips. I ain't with the suckers. Murder, murder, sell some dope, drink some lean, smack a hoe, pop some pills, let it blow. They just think that's all we know. These niggas do snake shit and play dumb. Facts. Curse when you can't trust shit they want. Facts. Make you wanna pull up and spray something. Got me on my Drake shit, say something.
I am not gang, gang. I do not gang, bang. Let me let them double pull up and bang, bang. I am not gang, gang. I do not gang, bang. Let me let them double pull up and bang, bang.
It truly hurts my heart just sitting watching these so-called gangsters 30, 40 plus trying to be old dog. Get him in the pen, they start telling like, oh Lord, him did it, her did it, they did it, so fraud. Now that we locked in, make it hotter than a teapot when we pop in. Got these suckers selling just to be top 10. Bending over, I'm a soldier, we locked in. Misery Marine life, homie, we here now. This is what you wanted, please, please don't be scared now. I ain't here to play with nobody, it's clear now. Dog off the leash, a big sheesh, I tear down. Now let's cook it up like crap. Song for song with any one of y'all, straight like that. What you said is what you said, can't take that back. And here I still stand, face that fact.
I am not gang, gang. I do not gang, bang. Let me let them double pull up and bang, bang. I am not gang, gang. I do not gang, bang. Let me let them double pull up and bang, bang.
Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off them shoes and super violate that like button. Yavamir, thank you for sponsoring this war early in the game. That's what's up. Mr. CBH 365, blessings, bro. My wrench was taken. It's a lot going on. It's a hell of a lot going on. The question is, as we maneuver through this matrix where everything ain't always what it seems, are you looking for the red pill? Or are you looking for the blue pill? Some people might be looking for a little bit of both. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you're here? As I sprinkle you with celebrity gossip and then give you that lethal injection filled with the truth. You want the ugly truth? Or do you want the beautiful lies? As we travel down this shit, or whatever this country is turned into, because where America is going, I mean, it was never going in our favor anyway. I'm not staying live all night. So I'm going to get to the point. I'm not holding y'all up all night. We're going to start off with this 1090J, right? Some of y'all probably didn't see it. Some of y'all did. Let me see if I can find it. $10.90 Jake on the news.
$10.90 Jake on the news.
All right, pull it. See. I should have found the article before I went live. I got it in my phone. I don't feel like looking for it. 1090 Jake got on the news and snitched on everybody in prison on the news, told where the drugs was at, told how the drugs was coming in, told who was getting. 1090 Jake got niggas that was in jail, more jail time, more box time, got their cells raided. So it baffles me how 50 Cent is pushing and promoting 1090 Jake to take down Big Meech for the same thing. It's first and foremost, right? I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. Shout out to all my white people out there. But when it comes to hip hop, this rap game that's been hijacked, manipulated, pissed and shitted on by the powers to be, or whoever kidnapped it, whether it be the Nina, the Pinta, or the Santa Maria, whether it be Christopher Columbus and his gang. Bottom line to it is, it comes to a time and a point with me, I don't care who else, where I'm getting sick and tired of Santa Claus, Christopher Columbus, whatever you want to call them, having too much and so much of a say-so in our business. There comes a time and a point, that's like when you arguing with your wife, when your kids is on the hot seat, or when your crew got a problem, automatically you shut the club down, the clubhouse down, and those that is not in the club, they're uninvited. You know, y'all gotta forgive me, but it's getting to the time where I'm just getting sick and tired of us being disloyal to each other. And you know what? We make mistakes in life. We all make mistakes. As you can see on social media, I made a lot of mistakes that I went live on and didn't even care at the time. And people will record your mistakes. But that doesn't mean because you was a crackhead in the 90s that you a crackhead today. That doesn't mean, you know, like me, for example, how that 50 Cent song go? I get money, I get money. I get money. But you'll have people trying to remind you of your broke days or create broke days for you based off of what they perceive was your broke days. This ain't back in the days. And what I thought about yesterday and how I feel today, I'm just saying. I'm just getting sick and tired of the shenanigans. I mean, the reality of it is, as we maneuver through the downfall of a Mexican, this country where we from, where we're native to, when I sit back and I analyze just some of the things that's going on one hand, we got 50 Cent, the perfect distraction. At the perfect time. What better time for 50 Cent, Big Meech, and Hollywood's puppets to come with their shenanigans right after Drake? And just like that, Drake and Kendrick Lamar, poof, gone. But right after them, as America is turning upside down, airplanes is falling out of the air. We don't know if it's a terrorist act. We don't know if somebody's hacking. We don't know what's going on, but it's safe to say it ain't safe outside. As we watch movies on all types of different channels and programs, basically indirectly telling you exactly where this country is going and that you should be, if you wasn't scared, that you should be scared. You're not scared, but you should be scared. Playtime is over. The perfect distraction. You ever seen the movie Malcolm X? Get your hand out of my pocket. While you looking at the smoke screen in the back court, 50 Cent, Big Meech, are you not entertained? While you were being distracted with the streets? Something that we should have been, it's crazy. Because I just got to keep saying this for y'all to understand. Even though I have a story to tell, I might just write my book. If we even have enough days in America for you to read it. As these corporations hijack this country called America. I mean, this corporation with big bank, tank, little bank. It's just amazing to me how we not trying to figure out how to get more fathers to take their children from these nasty welfare recipient women who refuse to get up off their ass and do something, who's raising our young boys to go outside because they so angry and they hate men. And then women have the audacity to tell these young boys that they hate men. I mean, they hate women. These women have the audacity to tell these young boys or even the grown men that we hate women because we gay.
But they'll never want to acknowledge the fact that these bitches mistreat us. And these young boys are being mistreated. In the same way some of these daddies get tired of chasing these women behind these children, some of them. The only reason why most of these females won't let these little niggas go that get caught up in the rapture called the streets is because of welfare. Y'all got these little kids in a headlock. You won't let them go. You got them in a headlock. You ain't gonna let daddy get them? Because the lights would go out. The refrigerator would be empty. You won't be able to keep a roof over your head. The cost of living is going up. And throughout all this confusion, they always find a way. They always find a way to trick us back into these streets. See, the world is the streets. But you know what the problem is in America? In the ghetto? Where nobody is smiling because everybody is envious of the next person? I'm sorry to tell you, people from the ghetto, that there's ghettos all through the world that's worse than your ghetto. So when y'all be bragging about I'm outside, your outside ain't shit. To them people that's coming over here swimming, they dodging alligators, jumping over barbed wire, but you outside, you ain't outside, you just fronting. You standing in front of the bodega broke with your chest stuck out. And every once in a while, you might clap somebody that's weak in your community. And with the same gun that you clapped him, you let the police catch you with, and I'm locked up. They won't let me. I don't respect none of you dudes. Don't tell me about what I did or what I didn't do, how I lived or how I didn't live. Even as a grown man, I listen to y'all try to trick me out of my position in life. So I could come back to the nasty hood where everybody pisses in the elevators. Let they dog shit on the sidewalk. Don't even pick it up. Are you not entertained by the ignorance that's coming out of the black community? Are you kidding me? Are we really having a discussion about whether Big Meech is a rat or not? Are we really discussing? Because we already know any drug dealer who sells drugs in the black community, you automatically working for the CIA and the FBI. You became a part of J. Edgar Hoover's program. What are we really talking about? What are we talking about? A woman shows how much she loves a man by trying to break him out of jail, by snitching on other people. And he loved her work so much that he gave his life, name, title, and possessions, BMF, over to this cooperating witness. What are we still talking about? Why are we still being charaded through black men hanging, being hung in front of the world? While social media sits around the campfire. Social media is sitting around the campfire. Will they still love Big Meech? Or will we turn his back on them? Who cares? And who the 1090 Jake gets to sit front row unless somebody is being disrespectful in the comment section and calling me gay or something simple like that, don't block nobody for their opinion. Unless they spamming or being super disrespectful, don't block nobody. A lot of people that was blocked before, you're not blocked tonight. I unblocked a lot of people. Last chance I had a chance to sit down behind a computer because I don't go live on a computer. I go live on my cell phone. Justin, thank you for saying happy birthday to my sister. Yes, today is my sister Medina Pullen's birthday. Happy birthday to her. As a matter of fact, no, you know what? I want everybody in the comment section. Today is the 26th now. I want everybody in the comment section to say happy birthday to Coral. Today is Coral's birthday now. Yesterday was the 25th. It's after 12 o'clock. Everybody say happy birthday to Coral in the comment section. We're trying to find ways to get Coral back on the internet without it interfering with her job. Because the trolls are diabolical. The reason why y'all don't see Coral anymore on a platform like that is because the trolls are so diabolical that they try to make her lose her job. So shout out to Coral. Happy birthday to Coral. And we're going to salute her again later on in the day. But yeah. Playtime is over, man. It ain't too much more left to say about Big Meech. But what we do know is everything that we glorified in the streets, because in the streets, it didn't get no bigger than Big Meech. You can't get no bigger than the level that Big Meech and his brother T got in the game. And you see how the game is being played? There is no loyalty in these streets. So anytime you hear and you see niggas bragging about being outside, never trust the nigga who brags all the time about being outside. Never trust the nigga who brags about being in a place that's called the snake pit. The hood is the snake pit. The hood is where the idea, when you watch movies like Juice, like Tupac, when you see Bishop kill his friend, he shot Raheem, tried to take out Steel, in Q, that's what the hood does. The hood will backdoor you. What 50 Cent say in that movie? Get rich and die trying? Love will get you killed? In the hood. The hood is so foul. Remember that scene with Terrence Howard driving, 50 Cent in the car, and the nigga in the back that kept staring? And Terrence Howard said, why he keep looking at me? He keeps staring through the mirror. I don't trust him. The 50 said, you don't even know him. And he said, if I'm right, I'm right. But even if I'm wrong, I'm right. Because I could be right. If you ain't maneuvering through the hood with that type of feeling, that type of look, that type of energy, and you ain't on it like that, and you ain't keeping it tucked, at any given time, you could be a victim. In the hood, the ghetto, with nobody smiling. How are we glorifying that? When you get a chance to move out of the hood, you know, when your mother raised you, and when you got grown, you didn't even venture off to explore the rest of the world. You stayed in that 4-block radius or moved a few blocks down. Never exploring the world. Do you understand? When you actually go somewhere else and travel somewhere else, and you move somewhere else, and you get to see how decent people live, you start to look at the hood like it's insanity. You ever took a trip down South Carolina, North Carolina to visit your family, and they living in a nice house? They got nice bathrooms. I ain't talking about them spots like when you probably going to Wilmington, North Carolina, and the apartments are still outdated and the walls look like some old shit from the 1940s and 30s. No. We talking about them nice houses in Texas. We talking about some of them nice houses in Atlanta. We ain't talking about them old, nasty, rundown trailer houses that niggas be living in between South Carolina and North Carolina that's outdated. We talking about the new shit. When you go somewhere and you travel, and you get to see the finer things in life. And then when you go back to the ghetto, where everybody has to treat poor people like poor people, here we giving away turkeys today. What? So you telling me you feel comfortable being 40 years old, living in the hood, standing on a line for somebody to give you a turkey? You feel comfortable with that? You're actually comfortable with these rich celebrities who's actually advertising and selling your block to your children, coming back giving you a turkey and some book bags. You feel good about that. And you happy with it. At 40, you're 30 and you're 40. Standing online, still. I'd rather be in jail than standing on the line waiting for a turkey at 40 years old when we living in the land of milk and honey. I'd rather be in jail. Because it ain't no excuse for you to be 30 and 40 years old and you had 30 years or 40 years of your life to figure shit out and you still ain't figure it out and you waiting for some bum-ass celebrity to come stand on the line and give you a turkey? A turkey? Nah. I'm sorry. It just come a time in the day when you just wake up, and when you wake up, it's hard to go back to sleep when you're living in a nightmare. When the boogeyman is all around you in life. When everything around you is the boogeyman. On every level in life, there's a new devil. And I know a lot of niggas is still in my shit. On every level, when you play a video game, you beat the board and you go to the next level in the game. When you go to the first grade, the next grade after you pass that test is the second grade. In real life, there's no do-overs, but mentally, on a spiritual level, you'll keep on going through the same things over and over again until you beat that board. And if you don't elevate, if you don't beat the board in this game of life, what some people call chess, and most of the people that actually tell you that they play in chess and not checkers, when you look at their life, they're losing. All they is a bunch of bum niggas that's begging and borrowing. They're losing. Most people that you see talk about this is chess, not checkers, they're losing in life. Because the real master players in life would never even tell you that they know how to play chess unless you playing with them. You know why? Because they sneaky. And in order to be a successful in America, you got to be quiet because somebody going to sabotage you and you got to be like a thief in the night. In order for you to be black and successful in America, you got to be quiet and you got to be sneaky. I remember when I sat up there when I first got to 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I sat up there, I had, no lie, that whole week, I had 20,000 people watching me in attendance live. Then I sat up there and quoted Malcolm X, this is too much power for one man to have. I got a whole arena. And then I named myself 500,000 Haas. And after I announced to the world that I'm 500,000 Haas, somebody behind this screen put all types of bots in, all types of calls in. And ever since then, remember when I sat down with academics the first, second, and third time, I was already at 400,000 subscribers. Tasha K, Adam 22, No Jumper. Now they started making it. Remember, my name used to be so hot. If you use my name in the algorithm, automatically niggas was getting their channels monetized and making money. Now you gotta hustle. You gotta be sneaky. You can't let the world know that you eating. Cranberry sweater. What do you think about Mayweather buying a block in Manhattan? I think America is for sale. He did what he had to do it for himself. He didn't do that for us. I was prom queen. Thank you for sponsoring this war. He didn't do that for us. He did that for himself. The reason why Mayweather was able to buy up some of these properties is because I don't think y'all realize that some of these billionaires and millionaires are moving and getting out of New York. So they'll let Mayweather get the last little crumbs because they know that pretty soon New York is getting ready to get hit by a mega tsunami. New York is getting ready to get hit. New York is getting ready to crumble. Or what you thought they was going to leave these walls standing? Did you really think that New York and California was going to be the only place? How do you think that they're going to get you into smart cities? Because the cities that you're living in right now, they're on a list. They won't be here. And we ain't talking about 20, 30 years from now. These evil storms. See, these evil storms, they just traveling in certain places. And the funny thing about these evil storms, when you announce that a place is going to be a smart city, these evil storms, they just swoop in and destroy any place that's labeled as a smart city. You ever find yourself living somewhere that they name and label as a smart city? You ever seen that movie Get Out? Get Out. It's like, what are we really talking about? I sat back and I've been sitting back and I've been analyzing some of the seriousness that's been going on. Some of the seriousness that's been going on in the world. And then looking at the level of conversations that they're pushing in black people's faces. I wish I would sit up here all night and talk about Big Meech. It is what it is. There's no loyalty in the streets. There is no loyalty in the game. There's no loyalty. Ain't no loyalty. Everybody just keep overlooking the fact that, for one, 1090J got on the internet and repeated and regurgitated what all of us other YouTubers said, and that's all he did was watch. He didn't bring nothing new to the table. He didn't bring nothing new. He just left it just in case. Did he snitch? Can't really say, but was he working with an agent? Nigga, he's bad. He's bad news. 50 Cent is bad news. What part y'all don't get? I love 50, but he's bad news. He's a snake. And he's willing to lay in bed with anybody that benefits him. And as soon as you don't benefit him, he's going to out you. He ain't living according to the code. Nigga running around with the dudes that took down the dudes in the Mexican cartel. You send 1090 Jake back to where he came from. Coming over here with his turkeys on Thanksgiving Day, giving out smallpox. You could send 1090 Jake back to where he came from. I don't know where he came from, but tell him to take his blankets with the smallpox. Tell him to take his turkeys. Tell him to take whatever he brought, whether it be the Tabasco or the alcohol, take it all back. We don't want it. There's a lot to talk about. A hell of a lot to talk about. I sat back and I listened to Trump, and I played it for y'all, so I ain't got to play all those videos all over again. I sat back and I listened to Trump talk about how Israel, Palestine, the people of Palestine will be removed off and out of their land. What? They will be removed out of their land. Why? So they can set up resorts on their land? Talking about the land has been decimated? I was done with them then, but what I want y'all to understand is, again, at least Trump is telling you where he's going with his plan is. I want the ugly truth. That don't mean I agree with it.
We're going to be doing something else that's going to be very, very good. We're going to be selling a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship, and wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people. And we think it's going to be extremely successful. Never been done before, anything like this, but it's something that we're going to be putting out over the next, would you say 2 weeks, Howard? Do you want to say a couple of words about it?
Does y'all understand what he just said? So you telling me that Trump took people that was working in this country that had jobs, had ICE remove them, right? Working people, removed them, kicked them out of the country. But now he's selling you green cards for $5 million for the rich. So the price of coming over the border, if you want to come into America and you want to live in America now, he's selling you a green card for $5 million. If you agree with that, press 1 in the comment section. If you don't agree with that, press 2 in the comment section. Did you not just hear what he said? Let me play it again for all you slow people.
We're going to be doing something else that's going to be very, very good. We're going to be selling a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship, and wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people. And we think it's going to be extremely successful. Never been done before, anything like this, but it's something that we're going to be putting out over the next, would you say 2 weeks, Howard? Do you want to say a couple of words about it?
So let me ask you a question, right? For those of y'all that's pressing 1 like you agree with it, let me ask you a question, right? Elon Musk said in the future, which is very, very soon, in your lifetime, there's going to be more robots than jobs. And he's building an army of robots to replace your jobs. So now, when you can't afford rent and you find yourself homeless, it will be a crime to be homeless. So now that you're breaking the law because you don't have nowhere to live, and you might have to rob, steal, and kill. Remember, he said that he's also going to ship U.S. prisoners overseas for a small price because it costs too much to house you in jails in America. Now, you think it's coincidental that the jails in America right now are understaffed and the correction officers are walking out because they're not hiring new correction officers? You got correction officers that's working 3 and 4 day shifts straight where they're losing their marriages because they can't go home. And they can't quit neither because they can't pay for their home. So they're losing their family. So automatically, if you sit back and you pay attention, this is death by design. This is death by design. Let me see.
PSA, and I'm at work right now, so don't mind me. My husband is currently in Bear Hill Correctional Facility. All the correctional officers have abandoned their posts. They have left the jail. When you say, what do you mean they left the jail? They left the jail Today will be the third day that there have been no recreation activities, no programs, no nothing. Last night they was there and they gave out the commissary sheets that the inmates have to fill out to get commissary. They were supposed to get commissary today. They left those sheets when they was done filling them out. They gave them back to their officers. The officers left those sheets on the table. They left those sheets on the table and left out. They locked them in their dorms. The only thing that's unlocked is the TV room and the bathroom. Everything is unlocked. Everything else is locked. They can't go nowhere. Nobody's calling chow for them to eat. So they can't eat. They're not getting packages. People packages are spoiling. They're not getting them. So they can't eat. They can't go anywhere. You have people that has medical conditions that need their medicine. They cannot go anywhere. They cannot get it. All these inmates are being neglected. You have people that's supposed to go home today and be released from prison. They cannot get out. There's no paperwork being done. Everything is in shambles. Like, they literally left the whole jail. There is no correctional officers in the whole jail. Everybody's locked down. These inmates have nothing but tablets. Literally. They're hungry. People is supposed to end by law. Inmates are required at least 1 hour a day of recreation. There's nothing going on. Nothing going on, nothing moving. I'm trying to get this out to as many people as I can. We need help. If you know somebody, if you know somebody in there, if you know some help, we need lawyers. We need Albany. Hello. Like, what is being done about this? Like, there's stuff going on. You cannot leave inmates unattended. People can really die behind this. This is a serious problem. Serious problem. So I'm reaching out to whoever I can, wherever I can. Share this video, get it going. We need everybody to see this. Spread the word. Somebody reach out. I need help. Let's get this going, because this is getting crazy.
You know, I hear y'all, when some of y'all sitting up there talking about they need to stay out of prison. It's easier said than done. Because if a nigga walk up on you, or walk up rather on your wife, and slap your wife on the ass, what you gonna do? When your wife goes in the store to go get some beverages, and a nigga walk behind her and slap her and grope on her ass, what you gonna do? You gonna call the cops? While she looking at you, and you supposed to be her protector, and the nigga looking at her like this nigga ain't gonna do nothing, what you gonna do, my nigga? And in the process of you putting your hands up and you throwing the joints with him, he start whipping you out, and then you digging your pocket, right? So while you fighting with him, you digging in your pocket while he getting the best of you, cause he a boxer, and you stab him, and you find yourself in jail. What up? It's easy for any one of us to wake up in a jail cell. It's easy for any one of us. You go outside and you see some little kids stomping your son out, right? And you go run to your son aid. But it's 15 of them little kids that's 15 years old. And they got a bunch of energy. And about 3 of them put you up in the air and slam you on your neck. What you gonna do? Stop acting like any one of us can't wake up and end up in a jail cell for some shit, because it happens every day. Curtis and Jomo, Ivan Byrne and Haynes, for the young black kids, your music and films sent to jail. Yeah, stay positive. Thank you for sponsoring this war. Yo, Haas, you heard about the homeless people who was took to facilities during Super Bowl and families haven't seen them since? Is this the illest nigga in Nebraska? See, there's a lot of things that people are not understanding. There was already laws passed in the Patriot Act to get you out of this country. All that back in the days bullshit. This land is your land. This land. No, it's not. I like the ugly truth. That's why I told niggas to vote for Trump. I didn't say that he was gonna be the truth. What are you, stupid? Are you kidding me? When have you ever seen a president become president after having 43 felonies? You don't understand the country we living in? When have you ever seen another president, before he left office, he gave amnesty to people who didn't or who wasn't arrested for the crimes? They haven't even been arrested for the crimes yet. How are you forgiving a crime that they haven't been caught for yet? And then you find out this same country that you living in, where the FBI, the IRS, they all come into your neighborhoods and locked up your children and your family members for scamming and for PPP loans. But then you come to find out that Elon Musk just sat down. Well, whoever he sat down with, and found out that they stole zillions, trillions of dollars. You stole $4 trillion. He found out that half the money that was supposed to go to Ukraine never made it there. So now that we know that we have the most corrupt government that ever walked this earth, you mean to tell me some of our children is doing 10 years in jail for stealing? So it's safe to say the only ones that can't get away with a crime is us. They willing to do anything and everything that it take. They already print the money. Now you stealing it? And then Elon Musk said, you know what, we'll be nice. We might give every household $5,000 the same way they did during COVID, so they can prepare you for this next pandemic that you're not even prepared for. Do you understand when they kept telling you this is the calm before the storm? That this was the test run? COVID was the test run, my nigga. COVID is not the boogeyman yet. That was the code that killed our God. That was the code. The little code, not even the flu, that killed Fred the Godson and many, many other people. Rest in peace. That's not even the walking pneumonia yet, my nigga. Do y'all understand? Y'all not understanding what we're facing? Do you pay attention on how they keep telling you that the power is going to go out? And when that power goes out, water? Where you going to get your water from? Where are you going to get your water from? Have you been studying to know where you can go get a supply of water? You think I won't be filtering out that 180-gallon tank that I have on the opposite side of me? Or that pond that I got in the yard? Or the other tank that I got? I got tanks all through my house. You think I'm not going to be getting water out of there? You can fast for weeks without eating, but you can't go 3 days without no water.
So listen up, y'all. I'm trying to give y'all another warning. The Washington Post just reported that Donald J. Trump shut down the Civil Rights Justice Department. Yes, the Civil Rights Justice Department. So these are the guys who looks over the police officers. If some wrongdoing that happened or whatever the case may be. So this is part of the police getting immunity. Okay? So I'm trying to tell you guys, stay out of the way. See, listen, you got kids that's out here doing crazy stuff in the streets or doing anything that allows them to have contact with the police, it's going to get real ugly for them. All right? Look, it's going to get real ugly for them. So I'm advising y'all to make sure y'all get a hold of your family and keep them out of the streets, okay? Because there's no more civil rights department, okay? Donald Trump closed it down. The Washington Post just reported. So that's my warning to you guys. Listen to me.
Two things you pay attention to. You pay attention to the law, and you pay attention to the money. You pay attention to the law, and then you pay attention to the money that's being spent and the moves that's being made, and then you can figure out where we're going from there. Don't get all caught up in just celebrity gossip, because in the black section of the world, the humiliation rituals, the disrespect, let me show you the difference. Let me show you the difference.
50 been posting me for 7 days in a row. Fucking, what else happened? I have a problem with it. We getting lawyers involved. Like, what would you want me to do? Because that's illegal. But
illegal?
Yeah, you can't take all these AI pics and just start. That's what Shorty is going to court for. Can't do that. But I don't have a problem with it, and I think that's corny. And that's 50. I got all respect in the world for him. But if I get tired of it and it stops paying, then yeah, that's lawyer time.
Yeah, that's Joe Budden. 50 Cent mopping his ass all over the internet. Mopping him. Mr. running around the neighborhood naked. Whatever he was allegedly high off of, or trying to say he was sleepwalking. 50 mopped the floor with Joe Budden. But this is the Negro section. Let's go over down the block. Let's travel on down the block to the white section. Let me show you the difference in the conversations, because you got to keep yourself balanced.
5 terrifying realities of a widespread, prolonged power outage. When the power goes out, most people think about candles and flashlights. But if it stays off, everything changes. Share this with everyone because most of you aren't ready. Here's what it would really look like. No more cell service. Your phone might still power on, but it won't do you much good. Cell towers rely on electricity and backup generators that won't last long. No calls for help, no social media, and no news. No more showers, no flushing toilets, no fresh water from a tap. Why? Because water systems rely on electric pumps. Even if you have your own well, the pump is electric. Imagine days or weeks without clean water. Diseases will spread, hygiene becomes a nightmare. Are you prepared to find and purify water yourself? Gasoline will become more valuable than gold. Without electricity, gas pumps won't work. And once the stored fuel is gone, it's gone. No cars, no generators, no escape. People will fight over the last drops. Are you ready to defend what you have? When the trucks stop running, stores don't get resupplied. No food, no medicine, nothing. And it won't matter anyway. Stores will be looted and abandoned within days after a disaster. What will you do when there's nothing left on the shelves? Without power, the world as we know it will fall apart. No banks, no hospitals, no police. People will get desperate. Neighbors will turn on each other. Those that didn't prepare will come for those who did. Will you be able to protect your family? This is the harsh reality. Are you ready for it?
You see the difference in the conversation? At some point in time, you can't always be the kid in the back of the classroom spitting spitballs while the teacher's writing when class is in session. Because sooner or later, you playing while the teacher is sitting up there teaching you mathematics, you're going to fail. You're going to get F because you're not paying attention. And in life, some of you are already failing because you're not paying attention. You're distracted. Your mind is elsewhere when there's a lot of real things going on in this world. Some of us can't afford to lose. Some of y'all taking care of your parents. They sick now. They old now. They elderly now. Some of you are taking care of your, not just your children. Some of you are taking care of your autistic children. If you got an autistic child or got a family member that got an autistic child, press 1 in the comment section. That autistic child is a child forever. Forever, forever. Depending on the level of them. Do we really have time to play? Can we really afford to be playing? Can some of us really afford to really be outside? When we trying to figure out the facts of life? If you living in America and you ain't worried about, especially if you black, and you're not worried about what the future of America holds for you, knowing that they passed laws where that you can never claim the land that was taken from your ancestors and your history is being erased. I'm going to say it again. You was never a slave. You was a prisoner of war. Your ancestors lost so bad on the battlefield that the memory of them and the land and the names of where you came from, the towns, the cities, the states have all been changed to erase your history and your bloodline. Every town, every city, every state, the names have been erased. If you knew what I knew, just a little bit of what I knew and what I know, you would laugh less and cry more. You think I really want to keep putting celebrity gossip in my titles? Our people are so stupid. That's what kept me relevant. When this same machine that started pushing me after a while, now they want to take me back, pull a nigga back.
Stein was like, yo,
He was
yo,
hating. He was like, yo,
no.
Hey, he mad because I stopped watching his shit.
That's cat. Yo, Stein was like, yo, I found the hottest YouTuber. I said, okay, bet. You said, hold up. Who's the hottest YouTuber? Oh, Rock, what's good, boy? Hold on. What's good, wait. Asana, he said the hottest YouTuber. I'm sorry, the hottest YouTuber is Big Act. Hold on, I'm gonna take it. Hold up. Yo, that boy's.
All agents. That was the beginning of niggas sabotaging me. That was the beginning right there of niggas sabotaging me. Like, you know, y'all wouldn't even understand the conversations I had behind the scenes with both of these niggas. But you think that was coincidental? Every time I log on to this platform right here, they got agents watching me. So why did I go link up with them? Out of curiosity. Out of curiosity. Because I knew better, but I was still curious. On top of the fact that, let's just keep it funky and stop playing games. Let's not act like academics wasn't the biggest thing in the country. Until they decided to, I guess whatever they did with him with Spotify, I don't know what's happening with that because I don't see him active on that no more. So instead of him being on Spotify, see what we're not going to do is the sarcasm. You got one more time to put that slick shit in my comment section and your ass going to get blocked. It would be nice this time. Stop playing with my name. Of course 50 Cent knew about Big Meech. Of course he knew about Big Meech. The same way he knew about them dudes, them two twin brothers that took down the cartel in Mexico. I forgot the dude name. Y'all better start acting. Y'all better start paying attention, man. What y'all thought when y'all was watching the Avengers? What y'all thought when y'all was watching Thanos? Y'all didn't realize what was being talked about? What's the difference between Thanos and Bill Gates? They both got the same message. Yeah, El Chapo. They both got the same message. What is their message? Bill Gates done went on tours all around the world talking about what? Reducing the world population. Whose numbers in this world is getting better than whose numbers? Who keep breeding and whose breeding numbers is going down? Showing support, peace. Valencio, thank you for sponsoring this war, family. Appreciate you. Y'all got to start paying attention, man. I don't even like going live no more because the reality of it is like the way they hold my numbers down is disgusting. I know, yo, I bet my life on it that we got way more than 2,500 people in the building. And if everybody in the building that's watching right now actually hit that like button, I guarantee you would approve it. When we started off this live, it had more likes than people in the building. I don't even like going live no more. That's why I'm going to start either going live on Rumble or on my Patreon. If you support me, and I know, first of all, let me apologize to all of my Patreons for not being on my job. But like I said, I'm about to really, really get on my job and be more active because these conversations right here, I don't really want to have on YouTube too much anymore. I want to have these conversations on my Patreon. So if you support me, make sure you go over and support my Patreon. Patreon.com, Hassan Campbell.
Can someone please explain to me why Doge, the president, or anyone that works for the federal government, why they haven't said who is going to be arrested for all of the fraud that has taken place? Why anyone in the government has not announced that there's going to be trials down the road for these people that were scamming U.S. taxpayers out of their money? Why is it that their first order of business is to figure out how they can get this money back to the American people instead of holding the people accountable who stole the money in the first place? That's great that they're planning on giving the money back, but until somebody starts talking about holding people accountable, either throwing them in prison or public executions, I'm not really impressed with the government giving out our money back to us. It was already stolen. I never missed it. I want to see people's heads on pikes in D.C. That's what I want to see. But everyone else just wants to see their $161 check show up in the mail.
Let me tell you something, man. Law is law. When our children break the law, when we break the law, the Democrats and the Republicans don't tell each other to lock us up. Both of them lock us up. But when these twisted corporations, agencies, politicians, when these politicians decide that they want to steal and take more money, more than enough money, with our children, if they stole the same level, they would have life in prison. And you're going to tell me nobody's getting locked up for this shit? So the FBI is just only focusing on black children and Latino children, the children in poverty. But they're not focused on its own self. So you telling me it's okay for them to have all these cameras in your community, all these wiretaps, Lisa Evers running up in a community with bulletproof vests on, snatching away our violent children. But the people that's committing the most biggest crimes, there's nobody, absolutely nobody watching them. There is absolutely no cameras on them. There is no wiretaps on them. And when you find the money, how you find the money, but you can't find who stole the money? There's no connection. So you really want me to believe that there's no connection to the person that stole the money? But you found the money? And y'all just want to be nice. So now you want to make me believe that President Trump and Elon Musk just want to be nice. Here, let's just give you back your money. We're going to give y'all $5,000 before doomsday. We're going to give y'all $5,000 before doomsday. So y'all can feel good because you ain't had $5,000 in your hand at one time in a long time, even though we gave the border jumpers more. But we're not going to lock up the same people who tried to lock up Donald Trump. At some point in time, you're going to realize when everybody plays the fool sometimes, but not me. Oh, no, not Wanda, son. I'm not going to be your fool. Do you have a P.O. box? Send merch. Also give 6 months highs. They're going to get them. Bet on it. Yeah, I was supposed to get a P.O. box for the last. I'm going to make sure I get a P.O. box this year because so many people want to send me so much merch. And I will definitely rock some of y'all wares in front of the camera. Even though I do have plans on coming out with my own clothing line, but I still will support anybody who support me. If you got dope music, and y'all see how I've been promoting music in the front and the back of my videos, because I've been doing a lot of pre-recordeds, hit me up on my IG page, Poppy from BX River, Poppy from BX River, and we can negotiate some prices of me promoting your music. It's simple. One hand washes the other. If you down with my Patreon and you show me that you down with my Patreon, I'll help you with promotions. But everything has a price. See, we could all swim in this ocean together, or we could be divided. It is what it is. I have no problem with helping any of you artists with your music. Now, I'm going to tell you something, man. If your music suck, good luck. You know if your music suck. Well, some of y'all do. Y'all just act like y'all don't. If your music suck, that's on you. Don't look for me because first of all, I got a hard crowd anyway. My crowd is sit up there and say dope music is whack. Some of my crowd is sit up there and say dope music that I play is whack, and I'm still gonna play it anyway. So now, if you send me your music and niggas put a bunch of garbage cans, that's at your own risk. I'm just willing to help you either get the likes or the garbage cans. That's on you. If you want promotion on your music, holla at me in my DM, Poppy from BX River. Mount that. I'm about to give Mount that. Y'all make sure, everybody that's watching right now, Mount got his own, he got his wrench. I need everybody that's in the comment section. I'm glad I caught him too. I need for y'all to go to his page right now while he's scrolling down. Mount, make sure you put another comment in the comment section. Mount that so that they can follow your page and subscribe. Son Music is dope. He's an up-and-coming YouTuber. He's right there. You see him at the bottom comment. Make sure y'all go to his page right now and subscribe to the brother. We getting ready to build up a team. And I'm telling you right now, if you down with my Patreon and you down with my brand, you following me on Rumble, you following me on IG, I will be helping other YouTubers out with y'all pages. I will be doing StreamYards so that people can see you and hear your voice, I'm going to start having talent nights. I'm going to have nights where brothers is going to be able to perform their songs on this platform. Whatever hits that they got, they'll be able to perform it right here. Because one thing y'all got to realize, I don't care what people say, we have a big arena when we go live. The numbers are way bigger than what they showing. You want me to prove it? We got 2,500 people watching right now, right? Watch this. Just watch. So after I said 25, they pulled it down to 24, but just keep watching the numbers. Every time I go out and come back in, that's a glitch that they trying to fix. They minimized it, but they didn't fix it all the way. Then the numbers is going to creep right up, and they watching. Whatever agent they got, they watching. The numbers is going to creep right up, and then they're going to pull the numbers right back down. They watching. See, notice that they're at 2,700 now? Am I lying or am I telling the truth? We done did this 1,000 times already. The numbers are way bigger than what they showing. They put bots on my channel. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? Now we at 2,800. Whatever agent is on the you got to get on your job. Come on, hurry up and pull them numbers back down. Come on. We waiting for you to start pulling them numbers back down. You going to let it go up a little higher or you going to pull it back down? Now we at 2,900. Come on. Come on. Let's play the game. I love this. I love catching them in they lies in these games that they play. I love it. 2,999 is the number that we at right now. Huh? We going to go up some more? Y'all going to let us hit 3,000? Are y'all going to let us hit 3,000? Or are you going to pull the numbers down? Come on. Stop playing. 3,000 in the building. Now I want everybody to write 3,000, right? Because when it's live go off, my analytics is not going to show that we had 3,000 in attendance. Watch. Because they didn't want me to have 3,000 in attendance tonight. That's the game they play, but we already know what time it is. And I'm going to tell you people, right? Let me say this, right? Anybody that's watching, mothers, parents, if your child play video games, if your child is good at playing video games, get them a laptop. Learn how to stream. Teach them how to stream on YouTube or on whatever platforms that stream. Because they play, these children are becoming millionaires off of playing video games. Invest in your child. If your child can play and get rich at the same time, like the rest of these young kids, what are you waiting for? If your child or your children is the key to getting out of the ghetto and becoming wealthy, let them play them video games. The classroom ain't teaching them shit. Let them play. And if they good at it, they stream on YouTube or Twitch and all the rest of them other platforms, and they become rich, and then they help you to get out. Nigga, invest in your child. Don't invest in that bum-ass boyfriend that you got that's sitting up there talking about he gonna go get a pound of weed with your income taxes. And every income tax check, he got a master plan, thinking of a master plan. He got a master plan with your money, but never could figure out what to do with his money, but he's going to flip that bird with your money? Nah. Invest in your child. I stream my gameplay highs. Yeah, you got to definitely send me a link so I can see. Yeah. Invest in your child. Don't invest in the hood pharmacist. The streets is over with. Everybody's selling weed, my nigga. Everybody's selling weed. Just like now. Everybody think that they're going to make it on YouTube. Everybody wants to be a blogger. Haas was good. That 5K everybody's supposed to get. I mean, I don't know. That's in negotiations. Me personally, I mean, it's like, okay, you going to give us $5,000? before Doomsday? Like, all these other channels told y'all, what? Hassan Campbell. Oh, he spreading fear. Now you got 50 Cent talking about, I ain't getting on no planes. We about to start taking road trips. Yeah. At some point in time in America, whenever whoever's playing games with these planes decide to throw a EMP, you telling me that there's a possibility that the power's going to go out and every plane going to fall out the air? You think I want to be on a plane? Yeah, I got places I want to go, but I'm scared to death. I'm not going to sit up there and lie to y'all. I don't want to die on a plane. My bad, y'all. I got to make sure I be on point. I'm hearing things outside my house. I'm like, all right, let me get on point. Let me get on point. I got a lot of enemies. And at the end of the day, nigga got to be on point. I got kids in my house. Listen, man, anybody that's listening to me, now's the time to be paranoid, right? Now's the time to figure out who's rolling with you or who ain't rolling with you. Now's the time to stop playing games. Now's the time to cut people off, man. In life, a nigga ain't got no room for no dead weight. Now's the time to be paranoid. So whoever that nigga is or that chick is that you don't trust, cut them off. Cut them off. I don't care if you got to slow dead them. Whichever way you got to do, just distance yourself. Because I want y'all to tell y'all, please understand, man, that the devil takes no days off. And some people is in your life for the wrong reasons. Some people don't mean you no good. And they're just watching, smiling, faking, waiting for you to fail. Or just want to some people just want a close seat in your life. Like how some niggas told me, oh, we just waiting to see you crash out again. Good luck, my nigga. I got too much of a family, an empire to lead for me to keep crashing out. Them days is over. You looking at a grown-ass man. I done wore my battle scars. And how they say, when you got to go deep down in the depths of yourself, some people call it what they call it shadow work. Sometimes you got to go into the deep, darkest cave, like in that movie Star Wars with Yoda, Luke Skywalker. Sometimes you got to go in that cave, that dark cave, where it's just you and your thoughts. And you got to battle with yourself. And when you win that battle and you come back out, it makes it easier to win the war. Because there's a war going on outside and there's a war going on inside. Once you start fixing your inside, everything else in the outside start looking clear. And some of the shit that used to turn you on in life, it ain't going to be attractive no more. When you start to wake up and see this word for what it is and not what it appear to be, certain things ain't gonna be attractive to you no more. Certain people who say certain things to you, I done had people say a lot of shit to me. And just like that, when I listened to it for the last time, like, nah, your conversation is not even pleasing to me. I wouldn't give a damn if it's a girl that got the best pussy in the world. You say certain things to me, your body's not attracted to me. Your mind is not attracted to me. You can't use words to hurt me and then act like you want to hug me. Crazy part about it is that shit sound like some of us psychotic niggas and the shit we do to women. Say some of the worst things in the world to them, then you want to lay down and have sex with them. Say some of the worst things in the world to, yeah, something you got to check yourself, my nigga. Some of our mothers come out of our mouths and we say some foul shit. You know the things that your mother said to you, now you saying it to her? But I'm going to tell you something, man. I don't have no problem with nobody keeping the family together if that family is worth keeping together. You niggas out there, you fake friends, what Pac said, my fake friends say they love me, but I know they lie. Because in the dark, say they minds full of homicide. My fake friends say they love me, but I know they lie. But in the dark, see, they minds are filled with homicide. My mama cried when she took me off the jail, only me inside that cell. Some niggas don't make it to the cell, they make it to the casket. And I'm going to say again, do not block or delete any messages unless niggas is being disrespectful, saying some gay shit. Don't block somebody because they disagree with me, because some of those comments I like to read. Wake up, America. We are going to make it. We are going to stand firm for what's right and discern who's who. It's a matter of life and death. No, we are not all going to make it. Don't lie to these people. No, don't lie to these people. We ain't going to all make it. You ain't never watched the Animal Planet? You ain't never see the deers running and one of them deers get caught by a cheetah? You ain't never watched when the buffaloes was running and them lions is coming and one of them buffaloes get caught by the lion? Everybody not gonna make it. It's like a jungle outside. Sometimes I wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes that make me wonder how I keep from going under. Don't push me cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Remember that song? It's like a jungle sometimes that make me wonder. No, it's a jungle outside. Everybody ain't gonna make it. I got niggas in my hood that was killers that died at 15. Rest in peace, Tryon. Tryon would have been a beast if he made it to get older. The problem is, he was a beast when he was at 15, but there was another beast that was worse than him. The problem with Tryon thought everybody was going to fight him. Tryon could fight. Matter of fact, the only nigga that I know that beat Tryon in a fight, and Bronx River gonna be like, who, what? The only nigga that I know whooped Tryon's ass in a fight was Stephen Tillery from 1455. Roland and Richard, little brother. Stephen Tillery whooped his ass. Niggas in 1455 always had to answer for certain niggas in Bronx River. Same way, back in the days, rest in peace, Shaft. Get busy, nigga, thorough. But Ralph whipped that nigga's ass. May Shaft rest in peace, because that's my nigga. 1455 always had the answer. That same day when Shaft and Ralph was first, it started off with Nudie and Terrell. Nudie punched Terrell in the face, and Terrell grabbed Nudie and beat his ass like a runaway slave. Then Shaft punched Ralph in the face. He didn't know that Ralph used to have superhuman strength before he became a super alcoholic. Ralph used to have superhuman strength. At 13 years old, Ralph was beating up grown men Shaft punched him in his face. Ralph said, I don't want to fight. Shaft punched him in his face again. Ralph said, I don't want to fight. He kicked Ralph in his stomach. Ralph beat that nigga like a runaway slave, and little Kite was screaming, Ralph, please don't kill my brother. Nudie and Terrell stopped fighting to break that fight up. Am I lying? Niggas was out there for, am I lying? Yeah, 55 always had the answer. Some niggas never made it. Tryon died at 15 years old. A lot of niggas died in the hood young. Everybody's not going to make it. Everybody's not going to make it. That's a lie. Everybody's not supposed to make it. Just make sure if you still on this earth, you serve some type of purpose. Tap into your paranoia. To a sense, yes, in Islam it teach you to a sense, yes, it's a sin to be suspicious. But your paranoia is your spidey senses, man. Your gut feeling is something telling you these people ain't right and you still dealing with them. They don't love you. How many times you gonna give a person a new chance to audition evil in your life? That's why I tell people at this point in time, see me, I try to be a different man. A new woman that comes along in my life will never have to go through the things the old woman went through. Because I parted with my childish ways. So I learned in life, I don't want to hear, and I'm going to teach my daughters and my sons. I don't want to hear that you love me. I don't care about whether you talking about you love me. Do something to make me feel good. And keep it that way. Because the minute that you feel comfortable making me feel uncomfortable, saying negative things to me, talking down at me, making me feel like I'm beneath you, whatever it is, when it starts to feel uncomfortable, we have a problem. When it starts to feel uncomfortable, it's like somebody taking you a fish in the ocean, and they taking you out of the ocean. Every second outside of that ocean is suffocating me. I can't breathe in disrespect. You gonna respect me or I'm gonna put my foot down. And see, us men, all you dudes out there, when I say I'm gonna put my foot down, it's gonna hit that floor and walk out that door. No more days of us whooping these females' asses. Have enough respect and integrity for yourself not to put your hands on a woman no more. Like, nah. You can't beat her into submission. That shit come natural. Then we got to be real. Some of us niggas that's looking for a woman to be submissive, what is she submissive to? A nigga that ain't shit? Get your priorities together so you can get your home together. And then you better understand, when you get your priorities together and you trying to get your home together, it's still going to take some time for her to adapt to the new you that she don't trust. It's still going to take some time for her to adapt to the new you that she don't trust. But if you don't have the patience, then leave. Because time, it ain't on your side. No, it ain't. You ain't God. Time is on God's side, not yours. Your clock is tick, tock, it's ticking. It's ticking. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's a big part of me that don't even want to talk about celebrity gossip no more. Because we having way too many life problems and issues that we all need help with. They don't have us in a Talim circle, a circle of knowledge, where we helping each other. Every time we turn on every device that come from these people that make devices, they're dividing us. Every time we turn on a device from the people that's making these devices. They're dividing us. Are you not entertained? We are not sitting down in a circle, a Talim circle of knowledge. We are not sitting down in a circle with the prayer warriors praying over the village. Some people don't pray. You haven't elevated, or you haven't went to that level, or you haven't even adapted whatever you believe in, and that's cool. Because God will call you when it's his time to call you. But you're not even sitting, like, do you understand the energy and words? The words are spells. You don't even have nobody praying over you. But you do got somebody praying on you. You don't have nobody praying over you. But you do have somebody praying on you. Get it together. Time ain't on none of our side. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. Get right or get left. Understand every day, every second, every hour, the angel of death is collecting souls. And we don't get a chance to say goodbye. If you had 24 hours to live, what would you be doing with that time? Time is money. You can't get an hour back. It is what it is, people. Stay tuned. I might go live in the morning, or I might just hit y'all with a pre-recorded. But nevertheless, man, make sure y'all go support my Patreon. Follow me at Poppy from BX River on Instagram or Snotbox TV. Any Instagram pages that's under Hassan Campbell is fake. This is not mine. Any Instagram page that says Hassan Campbell is not mine. They won't let me get an Instagram page under my name. That's why it's Poppy from BX River. Flag them. I'm out.